Hey guys! So today we're going to go ahead and talk about writing linear equations. And the first scenario that I'm going to give you right now is writing a linear equation when given the slope and the y-intercept for a linear function. So what we know, and let's read this first problem here, we've got write the equation for a line with a slope of -1/4 and a y-intercept of 3. Now, when we just start talking about linear equations in general, what we know is that when writing the equation of a line, the way we write that is in the form of y equals mx plus b. Now, what we've talked about is that in this sense, again, this is called slope-intercept. And the reason it's called that is because to write this equation, we need the slope, and we need the y-intercept. So m is our variable that is going to represent our slope, and b is the variable that's going to represent our y-intercept. Now, what we also see is that there's another, maybe there we go. What we also see is that there's another y, and there's also an x in this equation. And so this y is going to stand for our y value, and this x is going to stand for our x value. But for the purpose right now that we just need, when we're trying to write a linear equation when we are given the slope and the y-intercept, in this case when I have again, my slope of -1/4 and a y-intercept of 3, all I know is that I've got to go ahead and just plug right into my equation here. If my slope was -1/4, I'm just going to replace that m variable with my -1/4. And then I also had my y and my x in here. And then the b, the y-intercept, can now be replaced with 3. So this is my linear equation that I've got from, again, in slope-intercept form, and the reason why we've been able to write this equation is because we were given our slope of -1/4, and we were also given our y-intercept. So I hope this helps. This was just kind of our first example and first look at here of writing linear equations, and this was the example when given the slope and the y-intercept.